Hi everyone, and welcome to this webinar, Path to Adoption Ethereum for Enterprises in 2020. My name is James Wicker, and I'll be your host today. I'd like to introduce our speakers today. We have Monica Singer, South Africa lead at ConsenSys, and Pei Chen, the Director of Strategy and Business Development. So we assume that you have a basic prior knowledge of blockchain technology, but this presentation has been adapted to a non-technical audience. So some concepts have been already simplified.
As we know, originally, the whole idea was to have a public permissionless ecosystem. Think about it. In reality, when the internet was created, we were not very sure that we were going to start sending emails to each other. So we were scared, I must say, I still remember. So what happened is that we started with intranets. But then slowly but surely, when people started getting more used to it, they realized that intranets were not needed. And then we evolved into what the internet is today. So that's why it makes sense that enterprises would require at the moment that this network be used in a private manner so that they can control more the ecosystem. So I think it's all part of the evolution. Even though the public network gives the power back to the individuals, and it has an openness that really it's going to be the future of the Internet of Value, but it will take time, in my humble opinion, for us to get there until everybody gets used to using the private network. So ConsenSys is an incredible company that I'm so blessed to work for, and we are the pure play blockchain company, the biggest blockchain company in the world. And the most incredible thing is about the fact that all these technologies have been created, like Pegasus and Infura and Alethea and MetaMask and X. So we are able to cover all the three layers of blockchain tech stack at a very modular level. And that's why I've seen it with my own two eyes, that whenever we do a proof of concept of any other implementation for clients, it really is quite a simple process compared to a legacy system that required massive amounts of testing of the complete technology stack. So this is very modular and very easily and agile to actually implement. And that's why the platform that we created with APIs and the ConsenSys product suite, it's very much suited for this Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. On a horizontal level, you can see we selected some of the apps that we have launched into the world, some of the ones that are incredible. For example, you have Uport, which is a self-sovereign identity. You have Kaleido, which is a cloud-driven blockchain services. You know, the team at Kaleido says you can take the Kaleido product and build a blockchain in 5 minutes. Wow. So it's incredible. Then you have Rhombus, as you know, it's an oracle. And of course, I mustn't forget Adara because they are based in South Africa and Spain and everywhere also. But the team is working on wholesale CBDC, which I'm going to cover in a little while.
So the Ethereum community has made a decision collectively to move from 1.0 to 2.0, aiming for a new version that should be faster, more secure, and with a better promise around scalability and easy implementations. There are some specific design goals behind that transition, namely minimize complexity, which means simplify the Ethereum blockchain, even the cost of reduced efficiency. The uptime should be greatly improved. Coming from the traditional finance part, I can totally understand the point of the uptime. The network of 2.0 should remain live during major network splits and when a large number of nodes even go offline. We also wanted to make sure there's longevity of 2.0. So the 2.0 should be built with components which are either quantum secure or can be easily swapped out for the quantum secure replacements when available. And other design features such as increased security, which is a top priority for enterprise use cases, as well as reduce the barriers to entry, which means even if you're an individual that owns a laptop and not a large computer, you should still be able to participate in the economy and to validate shards when that become available. I would say the most distinct change is going to be around the consensus mechanism. So we're moving from proof of work into proof of state at 2.0. So this update is really trying to solve many of the current shortcomings of Ethereum protocol. So such as wasteful energy consumption that goes into mining, and 51% attack reversal tactic, and transaction finality, which has always been, I think, bothering some of the enterprise users.